Hi, I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com, discussing episode 10 of The Real Housewives of New York City. Now, for me, this episode is all about bums and reinvention. Let's get to reinvention first. One of my pet peeves about reality TV is that you watch the reality unfold, then you cut to the talking head interviews. Don't forget, those interviews are often filmed months after the actual occurrence being discussed, and there is so much opportunity to reinvent what was said, to rewrite history. That drives me bananas. Let's get to example one, Logogate. Sonia had a meeting with Heather and the art direction team. Now, first of all, it's a horrible idea to ever have other cast members involved. That probably was not Sonia's idea. That probably was, hey, let's throw another cast member into the mix. We know Ramona and Heather can't stand each other. Let's put them together. And of course, fireworks flew. We had to go back to a flashback to see what Sonia actually wanted with her logo. And when we did that, it seemed pretty clear that she wanted to marry the text to the girl. Fair enough. However, back in reality, suddenly we're discussing a J with a star on top, a Surrey with the fringe on top, I don't know what. In the end, it got so jumbled, there were so many cooks stirring this soup that it looked like Sonia had no clue what she wanted. Yikes, that's an epic fail. Next moment of reinvention I noticed was the chic baby discussion. Luann and Sonia had lunch. Luann talked about wanting to have a baby with Jacques. This is not new news. We've heard it before. She's gone for acupuncture. She's talked about it. It's clearly something she's considering, at least for purposes of the show. And Sonia wanted to find out her motives. Sonia cares about Luann. She wants to make sure that intentions are honest and above board. However, we cut to the interview and suddenly Sonia is saying that Luann wants to have a baby in order to keep Jacques. Guess what? That's not what Luann said. I don't buy this. I call BS on this. So let's now go to a happier place, at least for me, which is the Poopy the Pig meeting. This was my favorite part of the whole episode. Honestly, as a mother of boys, there's really nothing better than a dancing pig's bum. I would much rather see a dancing pig's bum than find out how many housewives Harry Dubin has slept with. I really don't care about that. It was, to me, a little bit out of left field that Aviva took a dig at Sonia in the interview. I'm sure that that was not actually filmed in context with the Poopy the Pig meeting. Oy, another example of random interviews being spliced in. So let's get to the other type of bum that we saw this episode, the Stumble Bums. I love this band. Simon and I have seen this band. We saw them last year at our friend Gina's holiday party. They're great. They're a brass band with a megaphone and mohawks. They do a lot of mainstream kind of Dixieland types of things. They also have a ton of songs that are just dirty and cheeky and silly and sassy, and the ladies had no idea what was coming. Oi! But before the Stumble Bums even got a chance to play, Luann and Ramona, of course, had to have a showdown. Now, personally, I thought that we handled this earlier in the episode when Mario defended Ramona's honor with Jacques, with a side of totally non-PC discussion of Native Americans. But Mario said, you said this. Jacques said, no, that wasn't it. Really, we were doing this. He said, back and forth. They're never going to agree. Well, when Luann and Ramona started to discuss it, Luann decided to completely reinvent history. Oh, it was this. It was meant to be that. And Ramona said, BS. And you know what? All the other cast members who have discussed this agreed with Ramona. I think that it's the right move to just drop it. No one's ever going to agree. Certainly Luann's not going to give in and say, oh, I'm sorry, it was a dirty trick. It's not going to happen, so let's just go on and let's have some music. Jingle bells, the Stumble Bums rose to the occasion and accompanied the ladies beautifully once Heather let them into the party. And then they moved on to some of their original material. It's great. It's great. I love these guys. What else happened this episode? We had Ramona turning into Mrs. Malaprop, as she does. She wants to hold the fifth. I think that the only person actually holding the fifth was perhaps Sonia holding a fifth of whiskey toward the end of the party, which leads me to let's discuss a cast member. Let's discuss Sonia this week since she figured a lot into the episode. She's tipsy. She's emotional. She is very concerned that Luann's going to be hurt by Jacques. This is a common pattern with Sonia. She always gets her back up. She gets very defensive and moody, upset, crying. She feels cornered when it comes to men. I am sure this is because she was hurt a lot with her divorce. At Sonia's worst, she can be very emotional, very unhappy, indecisive, stubborn. When she gets something in her head where she feels she's right, she will never, ever, ever let it go. But the happy side of Sonia is she's a girl who wants to have fun. She's a sweetie. I hope she gets what she wants. Only thing left to say for this episode is I want to F you in the A. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com. Have a great day.